fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go, boys.
A big play there on the catch and run.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pickup there. Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Right over there, yeah. Mike 58, right there. Watch the run. Check. Fresno.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here.
Watkins diving. He's got it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. As the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll throw now on the final play. That's quickly to Atwell on his slant. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Off the play fake, Mon. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mon looks to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Now Mon. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Tuck roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Sanders is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spot.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Odell Beckham, 65 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Mond. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Right there, 54.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You're trash. You're trash. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Exit, exit.
He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Ronnie Johnson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Rip left, rip left. 58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. Get the ball.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All day, dog. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Turn up. Turn up.
Bond going to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Derek Barnes in on the stop. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And Sanders has got it complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, Gainwell. And he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Extra point attempt here still to come. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running right, here's Sanders.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.